This is, this is awkward. Oh. What is up, guys? My name is SnowXVI. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Now, alright, so my name is SnowXVI. Welcome to this channel. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, right? I haven't been on YouTube for a little bit. Wow, this kind of looks awkward. I'm like really sinking into my chair. Is this good? Yeah, I hope this is good. Feels like I'm in like an intervention, like I'm about to spill some beans. My forehead is so sweaty, bro. It's shining because I have the light like right on top of here. Oh. What is up, guys? My name is SnowXVI, and I probably need to focus the camera. Why my life? There we go. Okay, so I was going to go into a very in-depth, like, this is what happened, this is what happened. He said, did you see this? And he said that. And I had it all on here. On this Dell laptop, I had everything taken, okay, not chronologically, but taking notes on what happened, who said what, who did this, she, that, he, what, and yeah. But I decided that's kind of boring, and I also need to make this video as quick as possible so I can rake in the views, and also so I can start on my essay. So I have this essay, I need to write it. I only have the thesis so far. The thesis took me a good 30 minutes trying to formulate something really dope, something really... So I'm just gonna kind of go over what happened. Basically a summary of my own summary taken from different sources on YouTube. Now I'll have those links in the description, but I do want to verbally say thank you to a few people, which I'm going to be taking clips and what they said and kind of putting it in here as well. So Kavos and oh my god, Atozy. I forgot, this was yesterday. I should have written his name down. I have it on the computer. But all those links will be in the description. They also have a very well done video on that. But I do kind of want to talk about it because it's kind of what's popping right now. And my channel is like dead. So I need to make something happen. Basically, Faze Banks is being accused of assaulting Zelly as well as kissing another girl in Warwick. I don't know where Warwick is. Obviously it's in California. It was like, you know, they were at this bar, at this club, and Faze Banks kind of goes into this thing in his video where he says like he can get plastered. He will remember what happened, and he, you know, he will not be hungover. He goes into this whole spiel like this is the first time where my memory's gotten a little bit hazy, and he talks about how Nick Crompton messaged him, DM'd him, and was like, oh, you did this to my employee, I demand an apology, right? And what did Faze Banks do? He said, fuck you. Just kidding, he didn't say that. He's like, oh man, you know, I don't remember, can you give me her, you know, can you give me her Twitter or like something where I can contact her? And Nick Crompton obviously didn't answer, right? That's what he said. So Zelly. If you don't know who Zelly is, she's basically the assistant to Jake Paul, and she's kind of been going around parading the fact that Faze Banks gave her a bruise. But she's also said, and Max has also confirmed this, Max is one of her all-time friends apparently. They've known each other for 7 years. So Megan and Max known each other for 7 years, so they're probably pretty close, right? Max said that she even thought it was an accident and said it was an accident, but now she's kind of going around telling literally the whole world. Jake Paul's channel, like 9 million plus fans on there. She even went on the news saying that Faze Banks assaulted her. There's a difference between an accident and assault, right? She is literally... If this is not like actually 100% proven that Faze Banks did actually do it, which I personally believe he didn't do it, because Jake Paul and Zelly have not put any sort of evidence, any video clips of this actually happening, and to me Jake Paul is not as credible as he says he is, because of the fact that he said that he didn't, you know, in Logan Paul's video that he's never spit on any girl or pushed any girl or assaulted any girl. There's video proof of this happening, okay? So video proof of Jake Paul spitting on another girl, pushing her, whatever, that already brings the credibility so much down. He's going around the fact like, oh, you know, this is assaulting is so bad, and he's trying to put this bad light on Faze Banks, right? If there's no solid evidence that Faze Banks has actually done this, and Faze Banks said even himself that he's taking legal action, and he has security footage from the actual event, and the management, like the people who manage the place, who manage the, you know, security cameras, have cleared Faze Banks of all this. Now, you guys might be thinking, that's great and all, but where's that evidence? Faze Banks himself said that he can't show this evidence because he's taking legal action and other people need to review it so they can, you know, kind of build this case to defend Faze Banks and also kind of counter Jake Paul, right? So obviously he can't show that footage or he'll be in big trouble if he did. There's another thing going around where Megan Zelly on Twitter, she did a video where she uses these wipes to try to wipe off the bruise and show, hey look, it's not makeup, because, you know, it doesn't rub off. Crazy, right? Well, the thing is, people did some research and they found the brand of wipe she used. Now the thing with this is, the brand is not meant to wipe off makeup. So obviously, if you didn't this whole makeup thing and you try to wipe it off with this wipe, it's not gonna work. If it's real or not, it's not gonna work.
Cleansing towelettes. They look like this. They're just like normal towelettes. I put a fake bruise on myself. See, I made it like splotchy and like I made it like look like an actual bruise. Just like Tori May did in her video. I watched her video and I saw she did a fake bruise. I used this palette with a bunch of colors in it to make a bruise. So I'm just gonna take this towelette and I'm gonna wipe it just like Meg did on her bruise, and I'm gonna show you what comes off of it. So I have this towelette. I'm just gonna a little bit more. I'm gonna just. Nothing came off.
So this Twitter user did this video showing like, look, this is a fake bruise. You get these wipes, nice. You kind of rub it in a little bit. Boom, the fake bruise is still there. That to me kind of debunks the situation. It's like it didn't work. Do something else at least, like a wet sponge or something and wipe it. You know, if you did that and it didn't wipe off, and I'd be like, okay, she did a nice little firm wipe with the sponge, wet sponge. She showed the sponge, no marks, the bruise is still there. It's probably a bruise. There's also another thing. Megan Zelly said that she bruises really easily and that she has 5 to 10 bruises that she has no idea how she's gotten. She's tweeted about this, right? She's also said that she's been assaulted by a fan's father before. Why hasn't Logan Paul made a video about this? If he's so bent on, like, you know, assault is bad, you know, I can't believe Faze Banks did this to my assistant. Why didn't she make a video when she got assaulted back then, when she said she did? I don't understand. Like, I understand. You're trying to stir something up, get some more views, make some more bank. I understand, alright? But here's the thing, right? Megan Zelly also said, on top of being prone to getting bruises from literally just about anything apparently, she said that she had a bruise like 20 minutes after Faze Banks hit her. Now, Faze Banks has tweeted about this, talked about this, saying that when you hit someone, the bruise doesn't show up for a day or two. Like, the initial redness and like the purpleness doesn't show up till the first 2 days, 1 or 2 days, as well as the yellowing and the greening and yellowing of the bruise doesn't show up for another 3 to 4, maybe even 5 days. But he's also said that Megan Zelly has talked about this and said that like it happened on Friday or something like that, and she didn't wait the proper amount of time for the actual bruise to show, so the bruise showed up prematurely, right? That's interesting. That's very, very interesting. I've also said that he's interviewed Max, and Max himself has cleared Faze Banks of doing this and said that Faze Banks was actually a really cool guy when they met at you know, Warwick, and they even hugged, right? You don't hug a person you hate. You don't do that. You kind of ignore them, or you kind of get into this verbal altercation which kind of goes above and beyond. But Max himself, who was there with Megan Zelly, another friend, and Faze Banks that he was cleared of kissing another girl, and Max has said that Banks wasn't even acting out of the ordinary. Boy, there's so much evidence backing Faze Banks up. Yet they decide, Megan Zelly and Erika Costell decide to go on Fox News and talk, and this is taking slander to the next freaking level. You're accusing him of something that there's a good chance he didn't even do. Alright? It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. Now, I will have all those links in the description. I will show you the notes that I took from the videos. I do also have timestamps on those. So if you go to that video and you go to like that timestamp I have, you can listen to it. It's around that time, alright? So you can like scroll around a bit. If it's like 3:20, like go back like 20